What's up, guys? Spook here, and we're just going to go over something here, guys, that's wicked awesome, and something that was one of my first things that I got really excited about in knife world, I guess, just because I thought it was so cool, and I was right into paracord at the time, which I still kind of am, but I was very into the paracord and things like that when I first started out, back on my outdoors journey. So I want to show you some awesome beads from our friends from the Schmuckatelli Bead Co. Wicked awesome stuff they got going on. Obviously there'll be a link in the description to their stuff and their Instagram, and you can go check out. They've got everything from, knife lanyards that are made up to different beads made of rhodium and copper and gold plate, silver, everything you could think of. And they even have up to shifter knobs, which someday I will own one of those because I would love to have them. They're just wicked guys, and so I want you to check out that in the description 100%. But first off, another thing too, guys, I want to give a special shout out to my friend Dano from Dano Bushcraft. Go out and give him a follow, guys. I just watched a podcast recently with my friend Doug from Flinders Adventures, and I enjoyed the podcast very much, and I think you will too. And Dano's doing some cool stuff over there, so go give him a check, check out there, and I'll put his link in the description as well. So, starting off, guys, there's actually historical significance to the beads that I'm about to show you from our friends at Schmuckatelli. Now, this one here you may recognize from television even, because this is a one-eyed Jack, and it is I believe a replica of the captain of the ship on the show Goonies, the movie Goonies, One-Eyed Willie, and this is their interpretation of that. And just the the detail of these guys just blows your mind. So very cool. And what I mean by historical significance to these is that the samurai actually had things that were called manukis. And the manukis tied into their handle on their samurai sword, onto the hilts of their swords, on their scabbards of their swords, their sheaths and things. They had manukis on there that sometimes they dictated their clan that they were in, and sometimes they dictated just them as a person, and just a million different things. So when you're actually putting some of these beads on here, you're kind of doing a samurai type tradition, by putting your own touch on your knives and whatnot, and your paracord projects and everything. Because obviously anything that has a hole like this, you could put this on. You can make your own necklaces or anything like that. So that one here is the first one I'm going to show you, and that one is one-eyed Jack made of pewter. Now this was cool because this is going on to an actual lanyard that they made. I can make some paracord projects, but a lot of them are really hard and would take quite a while. Some people, A, just don't have the time, or B, they just can't figure them out. Schmuckatelli Co. actually makes their own lanyards, so you can actually, this is one that just came right from them. It's already done up in some really cool paracord, and it has a cyber skull on the bottom, made of pewter, that is just beautiful and very detailed. So you've already got a lanyard made up, so that way if you wanted to buy 3 or 4 of these and just put them on the knives, you're all set. You just feed them through the thing, and we'll talk about that in a second. Feed them through the lanyard hole, and then you've got a very cool detailed, your own specialized detailed knife to distinguish it from other knives, right? So this is probably right now my favorite one. Right at the moment anyway. Things can change, right? This one here is the Grim skull, and this is actually a pendant, as you can see. So you're not limited to just using these for knives. You can get some of these guys and make your own necklaces. You can make keychains, anything you would like to make. But this one here is through my neck knife, and it just kind of dresses up the neck knife. And I don't want to say it puts people at ease because you've got a big skull on your knife, but it just looks cool, and I've had a million compliments on it already, guys, because this is my EDC, is the Becker BK11, which is a wicked neck knife. We're going to do a full video on this. I kind of just showed it in one video, but ever since I've got that dressed up, I really love that, guys. And that's just another example of some of the products they have. Like I said, you could make your own necklace out of that. That's also on pewter. You could make, you know, a whole bunch of different things out of it, but great for the neck knife. And that is very cool, very detailed. Even on the very back of it, it has the Schmuckatelli symbol on the back. So just very detailed, very cool. Dresses it up really nice. I wear a couple rings. I don't have them on because I'm outside doing stuff right now, but it matches in with them. So that's probably my favorite thing right now, guys, because I can do other things with it. I may eventually make a cool like paracord necklace, but for now I'm going to keep it right on here. Now I have one here, guys, that I haven't put on a knife yet, and I'm going to sort of find the right one, I think. But a lot of you guys, my buddy John, M.I. Woodsman, actually really liked this one the other day when he saw it. And this is the buck anvil. See, there's the buck knife symbol. It's upside down there, but that is the buck anvil. You see that, guys? That is wicked. And that's for a buck knife. So you got the buck anvil. You can make same thing, keychain. You could take that off and use it as a necklace. And I want to draw your attention to one thing. You see this little bit of cord right here, the inside gutted paracord pieces. That's how you get that through your knife. And I'm going to do a video separately on this one, as to how to mount these onto your knives, because it's actually very easy to do with just a little gutted piece of paracord. So when you get these from the Schmuckatelli Co., they'll actually, a lot of them will have that piece of paracord, in that gutted piece of paracord, and then you can go from there and get them through pretty much anything, you know, for your lanyard hole wise. But that is super cool and super detailed. Just love that one. So the next one, I got them all in my jacket here, guys. This one's a little bit different, and this one is a black oxide. Look at that, guys. Black oxide, the pewter, and this Gemini twins. It's actually two skulls with all the detail in them, guys. Just beautiful and just immaculate. And that's Gemini twin skulls, black oxide, and it fits in with this knife perfect. This is the Black Tiger MK2 by Radops, one of the best tactical knives money can buy, basically, made in Italy. And it just, where this is like a blacked out knife, it just really fits in very well with that. So really like that, guys. Just a beautiful bead, and really enjoy that one on that knife. So this one here is actually not for this knife company, but it is right here is an Emerson Bead, which the Emerson Knife Company is one of the top tactical knife making companies going. And this is on my Gerber tri-tip cleaver. Good EDC cleaver, great for the outdoors, for food prep and for EDC tasks and things like that as well. And that's a big Emerson bead there. And once again, you can use these for food, use the beads for necklaces, for keychains, neck, you know, anything, especially the lanyard, because that's what its main purpose, I think, is. But just really dresses up the tool and conversation starter, and just makes it look a lot better, guys. It just adds that little bit to it. And you'll notice I don't have really long lanyards on these, because I'm not a big long like lanyard person, because some of them, if you're traveling through the woods, if you've got a long lanyard, you can catch them on the branch, pull your knife out of the sheath or anything like that. So a lot of mine are shorter lanyards. And we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna get into attaching them and everything in a different video, with others, you know, showing the Schmuckatelli stuff and everything on how I put them on. We'll just put it that way. Bear with me, guys. I'm digging through here the pocket to get the right knife here. Now, this is a knife that I carry every single day, and this is my Cold Steel Mini AK-47. Without fail, this is always with me. I usually always have this and this on me. Different situations, guys, don't warrant me wanting to wear a neck knife around. I'll always have this in my pocket no matter what. And on this one is one of my other favorite beads by them, and this is what's called the Mind. It's another black oxide bead, just beautiful. And it's a skull with all kinds of little mini skulls on there, guys. Look at the detail on that. That's just wicked. I love this one. And This is always on my EDC, and it also makes it for 2 different functions that are very important. You have, we're having a lanyard, you have this, it has a little hole, that's why I wear them this way. If I were to drop this behind something, I can use something to get in through that lanyard and pull it out. I've actually dropped a knife before in between some rocks down on the beach and was able to recover it because I had a little lanyard on there like that as well. Pulling it out of your pocket, guys. In the video where I'm attaching them, I'll show you that. Pulling it out of the pocket with this little piece on here actually makes it easier. You can actually pull it out quicker out of your pocket. So, spectacular bead right there. That one is called the Mind, black oxide, and just awesome, like I said. And if you're somebody like me, I take a lot of photography and things of the knives that I do. So it just dresses them up, makes them look a lot cooler than they might have started out as. So just one of my favorite little things. So I'm going to show you one final one here, guys. And this one wasn't one that I got from them, but this is just an idea of what you could do with some of the beads. This I got in a trade. This is another Emerson bead, and somebody actually had taken a small ferrocerium rod and glued it in there. So you have this cool little ferro rod attached with the Emerson bead. So you could do that with your beads as well. So you're only limited to your imagination with them, guys, is what I'm saying. But I just wanted to share these with you guys. We're going to get some other videos, and you'll see them all a million times on my Instagram, because a lot of the knives I just showed you are rotated for EDC and for just outdoors as well. But like I said, if you want to get a hold of some awesome stuff, guys, get a hold of Schmuckatelli Bead Co. I'm going to put a link in the description. They're always running sales. They're always doing giveaways that you can get in on. So put a link in the description to them. They're good friends of mine. And tell them if you see them, Spook sent you. And we'll get on doing some other things here coming up. And I just really appreciate them and appreciate these wicked beads, guys. These things are just sick. I just love them, and they just really dress everything up. So anyway, guys, Spook signing out. Link in the description to Schmuckatelli Bead Co. Link in the description to Dano Bushcraft. I appreciate you guys. It's snowing to beat the band, so I'm going to get it back inside here. But just want to show this to you, and check out the links in the description. You won't be disappointed. Thanks, guys.